Alright, so next up in our topics is action cards. Oh, let's stop this talking and let's get down to action. Okay, so today I'm going to give you a brief overview of action cards. So you have several action cards. Actually, I have a ton of action cards here because of course I have all both expansions here plus the base game. So you probably on the base game you won't have this many action cards, but over time if you get them all, you will have them all. Anyway, these action cards represent different actions you can do in the game. They're given out randomly throughout the game, depending on what strategies you use and what different cards say and allow you to do. But action cards can be very helpful to you. They represent several different advantages in the game or disadvantages to other players. Now, as a player, you can only have up to 7 of these in your hand at one time. If you receive another one, you must either discard it or discard one of the ones in your hand. Now, one other thing is you cannot play the same action card twice at the same time. So, for instance, what's this one? Enhanced armor. You know, until the end of my round, cruisers gain the ability to sustain damage, meaning they can take 2 damage hits. Okay, well, I can't do double enhanced armor and say, okay, now then sustain 4 damage hits and whatnot. You cannot double up on the same action card within the same turn. You can play multiple action cards sometimes, but not the same card twice. Now, some of them even say play as an action. Now, as we get to how the gameplay goes, per round, everyone does one action, either from the strategy allocation, the command counters, or whatnot. They activate their strategy card. And this one, it would say, hey, this counts as an action. So instead of using a regular move, you would play this action card as an action. And we'll talk more about that as we, get to the gameplay in another video. But these action cards, there are several in the deck. You'll never run out in a game. But even if you don't use any of the special abilities or, things to get action cards during the game, at the end of each round, everyone gets one action card, okay? And it's randomly, of course, chosen from the top of the deck. But that's how action cards work in the game. Just to give you a few examples of what action cards would look like, here we have War Footing. It says choose one system. Your fleet supply limit in that system is increased to 2 for the rest of the game round. So for instance, the fleet supply in that system. I told you on fleet supply you may only have 3. Well, it could be doubled if you have, or it's increased by 2 if you have this card. So you get an extra war footing there. One says flank speed. It says choose a system you have activated with a command counter. Increase the movement of all ships in that system by 1. So even if shipments, some ships only move 1, you can advance them and make them move twice as fast. That's always good. There's other cards in here, and I don't know if I can find one here, but they say sabotage, and they are super fun because on a sabotage card, you basically cancel that person's action card. Kind of sucks, but that's the name of the game, I guess. So there you have it, action cards. I so wish that I had the time to read through every single one, but then again, that would make it a 40-minute video, and I don't think you'd be that interested at the end. Trust me, there are plenty of action cards that give plenty of different actions. A lot of them will wow you. You're like, whoa, that's incredible. How would they think about that? How they thought of so many action cards right that have so many unique and different meanings is incredible. And those sabotage cards that cancel action cards, whew, you love to play them, but you hate when they get played against you. All right, folks, that's it for this video. See you next time.